Okay, welcome to tonight's call, Thursday night call. I am Christine Savicki, Sapphire Ambassador, and we are so excited tonight. I am so excited to have my friend Jill here with us tonight. Jill is like the most energetic, fun, humble, faith-filled, grateful rock star that honestly I probably have ever met in this business. So I am so excited to have you here tonight. Jill and I met last year at Jewel Training, and I think it was like February, and she was a new Emerald ambassador. And here we are just a little over a year from then, and she is almost diamond. So we are so excited. So tonight she's going to share her story with us. She has a really great personal story. She has an amazing story that she's going to share with us about her dad. And then we're going to ask her a few questions about her business and how she has skyrocketed over the past year. So take it away, Jill. Tell us about you.
Thank you, friend. I am honored to hang out with y'all tonight. So I always do like a few disclaimers for anybody because I know I talk really fast. I was raised by a single Southern mama, so I give a lot of tough love. Nothing that comes out of my mouth is like, oh, I feel so bad for you. Like, I don't know what that's like. So I don't really silver platter anything. I know I have a really thick twang of an accent, so to try to keep up, I'm going to use some analogies that you're probably like, I have no idea what she just said. She said something about keep your britches on, like whatever, and we're going to rock with it. So I'm honored. So thank you so much. When we met at Jewel's, I was, brand new Emerald, and she was like, I'm Sapphire. And I was like, stop it. And she was like, yeah, and you're so sweet. And she kept me under her little wing and stuff like that. And we sat by each other and had fun. So we had a great time. And I know that was by divine appointment that we met. Absolutely divine appointment. The good Lord is so good like that. Love, love, love you, friend. Yeah. But my story started, it'll be 3 years in June, so a little bit over 2.5 years, and all I wanted, sisters, was to get skinny. That was it. Nothing. Plexus could have made me grow 4 arms. I don't care. My hair could have fell out. Great. Sign me up. I didn't research a thing, and you'll figure out quick, I don't have a littlest, slightest bit of green personality in me. I'm straight blue and straight red, all the way. So anything about an ingredient, I'm ooh, is it going to get me skinny? That's all I wanted to know. And I was told, yes, it will. So I joined as a retail customer. I'm embarrassed to say that I joined as a retail customer, but that goes to show you how much I did not believe in myself because I quit everything I ever started. I was constantly on a Monday diet, the kind where you're Sunday night after you had ice cream and chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes in the day, and you're everything's got to go. Tomorrow is the day. We're going to the gym and we're working out. We're doing all the things. My husband's here we go again to rabbit food. And I'm married to, if you've ever seen the cartoon King of the Hill, we're the rednecks. I don't know if you've ever seen King of the Hill. Maybe. Well, there's Boomhauer on there. My husband is Boomhauer. I'm not lying to you. If you think my accent's thick, you can't understand him. I have to translate because his mouth doesn't move when he talks and things like that. That's when my husband talks. So I'm married to Boomhauer. He survives off of meat and potatoes. That's his staple in life, and sweet tea. So I'm I'm going to do this plexus, and he's here we go again. Whatever, just don't involve me. Woman, eat your rabbit food and I'll just head on to Taco Bell. Whatever. So he worked in the oil field. He traveled a lot. So I made all the executive decisions without including him. Yay. And I just bought Plexus and just said, this is it. I'm giving it a shot. Retail customer here. Within 3 days of trying Plexus, I knew it was it for me because I pooped like a normal person. And my poop was either diarrhea city or I went and had a workout in the bathroom and came out sweating. So that was one or the other. I did not have normal poop ever. So it was day 3 and I'm pooping. This is fabulous. I don't even know what's going on. I just pooped. You're so excited that it looked like a normal person. And so I wasn't even concerned about weight loss at that point. And I'm well, we'll see what's going on. Highly addicted over here to I know it sounds crazy, Sweet and Low. Highly addicted to Sweet and Low. Would snort it. My husband would say she'd rub it on her gums if she could. That's where I'm at with Sweet and Low in my life 2.5, 3 years ago. And I went I'm talking, y'all, the shaky, hangry, like if I don't have 4 packets a day, I'm going down for the count. That's how addicted to aspartame I was. And I went and made a tea with sweet and low because I thought I was being so much healthier not having sweet tea with sugar anymore. And so I went and drank it, and I told my husband, I said, that tea is bad. That's old tea. Is that from last week out of the fridge? Like, what in the world? And he's like, I just made the tea. I'm like, no, you didn't. You did not make the tea. The tea is old. It tastes bad. Throw the tea away. He's like, it tastes fine, girl. I'm like, no, it didn't. So he's like, are you pregnant? I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm like, no, like that's his first response, that I don't want this tea? No. And I knew right then something was going on. And I don't think I've had a sweet and low tea since. I can't even stomach sweet and low. Fast forward 5.5 months in, I had lost 30 pounds on the product. I went from a size 10 and today I'm a size 0. I don't even know how that digit fell off of the 10. Like, I have no idea. It's insane. Inches started falling. My taste buds changed. Y'all know how that goes. And I was hooked. I knew that this was for me. And then I was scrolling on something on Facebook. I was not working the business. Again, busy 3rd grade teacher, husband's in the oil field. We're content at being content, if that makes sense. Like, we're just saying we're doing our thing, right? We're in debt. We're rocking and rolling. Yay. And so my dad is a type 2 diabetic. He has been a diabetic my whole entire life. I'm 28 years old, so I only know my dad as a diabetic. He was diagnosed when he was about 35. Very, very sick man. About 3 years ago, right before Plexus, he had a heart attack on a Thursday and a stroke on a Saturday. And it was a lot. It was a lot on us and our family. And he was so sick at one point in time, he had a permanent insulin pump in his hip. So much to where, like, we would crack a joke about it. Like, oh, don't go to the airport with dad. Like, they're going to stop it. Like, all that kind of stuff. And he would eat, like, Bear Claws and Diet Coke. Like, that's what he would survive off of. So that's exciting. And he did not take care of himself. And so I found out, because no green in me, did not do the research in Plexus. I'm like, Plexus is made for diabetes? Like, what? Hold on, stop it. And my dad has tried everything, so much to where he was a trial candidate to put Gila monster venom inside of his body. You probably don't even know what a Gila monster is. It's from another country. Like, it's a dragon. And he injected the venom into his body, and he had kidney failure and dialysis, and it was crazy. So he would try anything. So I'm like, I know my dad will try a pink drink, right? Like, he's putting dragon venom in his body last year. We might as well try this. So he told me no. He was like, honey, I'm over it. Like, I'm just content being overweight and sick, and thanks, but no thanks. And I pulled the daughter card quick. I said, here's the deal, brother boy. Like, you met all your other grandkids. I'm the baby here. I don't have kids. Like, stick around, Pops. Like, come on, do this for me. Try one flipping month. Money's not an issue for you. You just got back from Hawaii. Like, what's your deal here? I know that you would like Plexus. Just give it a shot, please. And I said, you need to do this for me. Don't do it for yourself. He was like, well, if you put it that way, get me what I need to get. And all he bought was the Slim. And I had already been losing weight and feeling good. And within that first month, my dad's regular blood sugar levels averaged at about 350 on a normal day with insulin. Very sick. And then dropped to about 300 in the first month. He changed nothing but taking Plexus in the day, because he told me, I'm not working out. I'm like, we're not getting to that point. And I wouldn't push that yet. So then his belief is like, what would happen if I tried to work with this product? Drink more water, put less Diet Coke in my system, maybe ate a salad instead of mashed potatoes. And the second month, he dropped like 17 pounds was the number, and his blood sugar dropped tremendously. So much to where he had to self-medicate and figure out his new dosage. Like, whoa. I'm normally putting all this insulin in my body. What do I do now? And he did not talk to his doctors, because he's a sick man, and he's very aware what doctors say. They say, don't try anything. Take this. Take our prescription. Don't try this. He's very aware. And he said, I'm going to try this for me, and then I will bring this up to them when I'm ready. And 3 months in, he went to his doctor. He had lost about 20 pounds at that point, 25 pounds. His blood sugar was averaging at about a 220 waking up in the morning. And they said, what are you doing? And he showed Plexus. I'm like, why didn't you tell us about this? He's like, well, you'd say no. And they're like, yeah, I would have said no. You're a pretty sick man. Well, then they took the chance and looked at it, researched it. Today, my dad is actually a candidate in his his doctor's office. He's a study that they're doing over him with Plexus. So today, my dad has been on the products 2 months less than me. He has been off of insulin completely for 2 years. He has no more insulin whatsoever. He has not given himself an insulin shot in almost, it's been like 2 years and a month. He is down 80 pounds. He has not had another heart attack. He has not had another stroke. And today he takes a baby aspirin. He takes Mega X. He takes Probiotic 5, X Factor, Plexus Slim, and one pill to help regulate for insulin, because he always says, once you're an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic, right? Well, once you're a diabetic, you're always a diabetic. You're never cured, but on paperwork, his doctors have him on a study, have told him, if we met you today at 66 years old, you walked in the door for the first time, you would show no signs of diabetes at all. And you're
so amazing.
None. So talk about amazing in my family. So guys, I got my dad back. Like,
life-changing.
Absolutely life-changing. It was bigger than me. I know it was way bigger than my 30 pounds. It was way bigger than my digestive tract. It was way bigger than helping my acne. I suffered with cystic acne since about the age of 12. I was on 5 prescription medications for acne when I joined Plexus. So much to where I was a third grade teacher. My teacher kids would say, my little babies would say, Miss Renfro, your face is bleeding again. And I'm like, get out of my face. We didn't talk about this. You don't talk about people's insecurities. You say the nice things, friend, like bite your tongue. Like, that's where I was at. Today, I'm on no prescription medication for my acne any longer because gut is so clean. Obviously, I told you earlier I had a little zit happen in here. So, yeah, hormones happen, but I am not covered like sandpaper. And my face looked like sandpaper through my cheekbones and my T-zones and all of that. And my life has completely changed. But my favorite testimony in health is my dad's, and he is a walking, talking, preaching testimony of Plexus. His sister, same thing with her lifestyle. She kind of watched him for a year and was like, if my fat, unhealthy brother can do this, then sign me up. And my aunt has lost 140 pounds.
Oh my God.
She's still very overweight today. She was so much overweight to where she was at the point of almost not walking anymore. But 140 pounds off of her has been amazing. And I can go and tell you, girlfriend ain't getting off the couch to 5K over there. She ain't working up for her. So Plexus has changed her life. Her sugar cravings have gone down tremendously. Her willpower over food. My whole family is like walking, talking. My mama, dad's mom over here, my mama, who's 90, has lost 20 pounds and is not pooping her pants no more. Like, we are rocking and rolling with Plexus.
God, you are your whole family.
My whole entire family. So when my husband saw my dad, and he's like, when your fat father-in-law gets in better shape than you, it's time to do something. Like, sign me up for Plexus. Like, and that's when he got off of his whole redneck kick and was like, okay, like, I'm in it with you. And so no, our whole entire family is, but that's the moral of my health testimony with Plexus. And then how could you not promote that? Like, how could you not tell people about this product? And so that's where your drive comes in as business friends. It don't come from like just your story. It comes from deep. It comes from the people's lives who you have helped change. So find somebody's story to love and find somebody's story to share. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
So tell us what sharing your story and your dad's story and the rest of your family has done for you. You are, like I said, almost diamond. You have retired two teachers. They are also retired.
We have 5 from the district this past year, 3 from the same school, and this next year we'll have another 7 leave.
That is amazing. Amazing. But I will tell you what drew me to you at Jules training was when you stood up and told your story about your husband and your why, and Jill had like the whole room in tears because it was such a touching story. So tell them about your husband and how you have him back.
Yeah, definitely. So my husband, the kind of moral to the story here, redneck. Super redneck. He's blue collar. And here down south, we obviously chase the dollar for oil big time. And that's what makes money around here. My husband did not. He's not a college graduate. He is a trade welder who's very good with his hands. He has a very good skill. He is the man who works above and beyond I mean, I met him like that. He doesn't work 8 hours a day. He works 20 sometimes, 22. He works weekends. He works Christmas Eve. He works double time, triple time, holiday time. He works hard. He, as I know for a fact, he'd worked 14 jobs before I ever had to work 2, ever. And so my husband is a dollar whore. That's what we call him when you're in the oil field. You're a dollar whore. He chases the next dollar and goes to the next job. And if that takes him out of town, it takes him out of town. You pack bags and you go, because when oil's down, everything's down. Money's down. Our life is, we're blowing and going when oil's up, but when oil's down, we're barely eating tuna over here. And so, and in the state of Texas, as a teacher, you average about $35,000 a year. So that's not a lot of money, friends. Our first year teachers are pulling like 28.5. Yeah. So it's pretty sad. So when your oil's down big time and you're on a teacher salary, but my husband is like I said, hardest working man I've ever met in my life. Guys, I joke about him, but he is so kind. I have no idea how God gave me this man. He has never once, and people say like, oh, Jill, you're in honeymoon phase. We've been married 5 years. Like, I think honeymoon phase is over. Like I really do. That's not it. No, we've been together for a while. I'm not lying. He's never told me no. He's never cussed at me. He's never even had a negative tone in his voice at me. He's never slammed the door. He's never said you're crazy. Like, that's just not him at all. And so to see this sweet, kind man every single day, if he came home, if I was lucky, I mean, I'd go weeks and months without seeing him. We got married and he left for 6 months. He told me he'd be gone for a week-long job. We were newlyweds at the time. And he said, I'll be back for a week. He bought 1 week's worth of clothes and he was gone for 6 months because that's where the job took him. And he was so far down south that there was no way of coming back just for a Saturday 9-hour drive. So sweet man who worked so incredibly hard. And I saw him do things that I don't think any husband or spouse or somebody should have to do to survive. And I just knew that, we are going to just have to be content being us, because I'm not going to bring a child into this world who doesn't know the next time they're going to see dad. You didn't sign up for the Army. You're not in the military. Who doesn't know when or where or if you can call or if you're okay or things like that, because oil's scary. You've probably seen movies out there. Those things blow up, guys, and that's not pretend. Things go on fire. He said many of friends get very, 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 very hurt to where their life is not the same anymore, not walking, not talking, barely breathing kind of thing. And I always didn't ask a lot of questions. I asked things like, how's your day? And he'd be like, good, it was good. And I'm like, what do you mean? I mean, like, you never want to talk about it. And then one day he finally told me, I don't want to talk about it because I almost saw my friend die today. And I'm like, whoa, okay, we're not going to talk about that. I'm not going to ask you how your day went again. And, but I knew that he did it for me, and I knew that he did it to put me in the house I want to be in, or the car I want to be in, or buy me the ring I want, or something. Like, he's just such a kind man. He never wants his family to struggle, and I don't want that for him. A blue-collar man has to work until the day that they die. There's no such thing as retirement for these men, like, at all. And there's men out there who are working at 70 years old, pulling these pipes and doing these things that should not happen. Like, they barely can to hang on to this. And I just knew when I saw the Plexus compensation plan, I told my husband, I said, I found something that is going to bring you home. And he kindly laughed and said, babe, nothing makes oil field money. And I said, Plexus does. Like, it does. And so I remember telling him one day, I said, I'm not going to pack your bags forever. And I would say things like, it's not a goodbye. We would say things like, I'll see you in the fall if I see it all. Like, I'll talk to you later. Like, when are you coming home? I don't know. And it just came to the point. It was really hard being married and party of one, and knowing how selfish would I be to bring in kids in this world and say, when's dad gonna come home, or when's this? I couldn't do that. And I can't tell you how many times people would say things like, Jill, we're praying for you, or, if you talk to Dakota in a few days, and no, or I don't know, or hey, you can come sit with us. Come on, come to church with us. Come sit with us. Come over here. And, to be that person that doesn't have your best friend there all the time, and the one person that brings you happy, the one person when you're having that, excuse my language, shitty day, and you just want to get through, or you want that hug, or you want that, and you don't have that. And I knew that my man deserved a lot more than that. And he never once, when we packed his bags up, said, oh, I gotta work, or oh, I wish I was there. He never said that, because he knew I was crying on the other end. And he just said, I got this, babe. It's not that big of a deal. It's money. We're going to do what we got to do, And so that, to me, I'm like, when it came to the point of working my business, am I going to watch The Bachelor of who's going to get the final rose, or am I going to bring home my damn husband? I'm bringing home my husband. I don't have to watch The Bachelor with the final rose. Like, when your priorities are right there. So that's my why, it was him. And he got to walk away from the oil field last January. So it's been 1 year that we have not packed those bags. And guys, I have not spent time at the laundromat washing those coveralls, because I ain't washed them in my washing machine because I've already ruined them. I hate the smell of oil. His beard smelled like oil for 6 months after he left that place. And like, it makes me cringe. And it controlled everything. But so when you're like thinking about your why, and I know Amy, y'all's amazing upline, talks about this, your why is not your want, and your why should not be your why not. And I preach that to my team. Here's your why. If your why is staying home with your babies, but you're watching Grey's Anatomy because you got to catch it on Thursday before anybody says anything, and I'm not dishing that. I like Grey's Anatomy, but I can catch it recorded. What's your priorities here? Watch it live or come home to my babies? You should go, whoo. And if you didn't, then honey, Ellen and Oprah can't help you. I can't help you. Your priorities are way out of line. Dr. Phil can't help you. I don't know. So when I was able to put that in perspective in that way, it changed my entire business.
Well, you're a rock star. You really are in our eyes. So I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
So you exude happiness and gratitude and gratefulness, humbleness. This girl right here, she's like the picture of one plexus. Like, I think one plexus, I think of Jill. Like, how do you keep all of these amazing qualities that you have as your success continues to grow? How do you think you keep those?
A lot of prayer. I'm a child of the Most High King, and I'm a child of God. And He calls us to do so much more than we ever could. He puts transportation and vehicles and people and situations and by divine appointment in our life so that we can preach the gospel and so that we can be who we're called to be. And I know Plexus was not a part of my life to get skinny anymore. It was not a part of my life to even bring home my husband. Plexus was put a part of my life so that I could preach the gospel, and I give Him the absolute glory in this. And when people say, you're amazing, you're doing so good. No, my God is a mind-blowing God. And you got to work like it depends on you, and you got to pray like it depends on Him. And, you see people, and it hurts your heart when you see people, but their head gets a little big, or things happen, or they, the way that it goes. And God always brings you back. I've had times where I feel, I've gotten a little in my step or whatever, and I'm like, whoa, that's not it. The messages that come in my inbox, there's the ones that people say, I paid for my child's daycare, thank you for sharing, or I lost the weight. But I'll tell you my favorite messages when people say, because of you, I found Jesus. And because of what you're preaching on our team page, I never knew that I was signing up for weight loss, that I was going to get the gospel, and that somebody was going to pray for me, and that I know that you legit are praying for me, and I can reach out to the team, or I can reach out to you and talk about a struggle of my family or this or that, and that you're there. And we're not here, guys, for $1. We're not here for your weight loss anymore. Like, you're not. We are called on this earth for a purpose. And that purpose is so much more. It's to be a light, and it's to be a vessel for Him. Our bodies are just bodies. He's using us to talk and to bless people in any way that we can. And he speaks to us through people. And my prayer every single day is I hope that my body and my tongue is used to speak to somebody else through his words. And he just uses me to be the transportation vehicle for that. So I spend a lot of time in prayer. I'm a very firm believer. I'm very involved in my church. My husband and I are both very involved in devotional and prayer time and working through that together. And I pray over my business big. God, guys, y'all, that is not selfish. There's so many people are like, you pray over your business and money? Yes, honey, hush. Yes, I do. God does not want you to be in debt. God does not want you to not have success. He wants all of his children, we're his angel babies, to rise and be successful. I know for a fact my homeboy Jesus made Plexus. I know that. He said, here are these products. Here is his business opportunity. I'm going to put men who are faith and love and support me in charge of this business to own and work this business. I'm going to make these cream of the crop of the first 100 diamond ambassadors. 99.9% of them are going to know who I am and love me because they are going to radiate that so that they can pass that down to each person and represent one Plexus. I know for a fact our company is one Plexus because we have one God. And I know. So I will not apologize and say, I'm sorry if you don't believe tonight. No, you are a child of the Most High King if you are a believer or a non-believer. And I know for a fact you are where you're supposed to be by divine appointment. And that is the only way ever that I could stay level-headed in any of all this craziness. And then another one, you just hide your crazy. Like, you just hide your crazy like you do. Legit, you hide your crazy. Y'all, I've lost my shiz before to like my husband. I'm like, wow, like what's happening and this and that. He's like, what? I'm like, I can't talk on the phone to one more person right now. If my phone beeps one more time, where's the wine? Like, I've done that. You just hide your crazy, okay? Like, you have to not fake it till you make it. You have to faith it till you make it. Honey, we all a hot mess. Again, I don't have a bra on right now. I think my dog just peed on the floor because I'm not
killing me
right now. Like, you just do what you got to do. And you just got to know you're crazy. And we're all going to make it together. Thank God we're normal around here and that he forgives us and that we can relate to other crazy women out there who are just kind of bebopping themselves because that's all we're doing, y'all. We just bebopping through the day.
You are awesome. Oh, my gosh. Killing me. Isn't she great? So tell us, what do you think the secret to your success is? Tell us,
I'm going to give you the biggest secret ever. Are you ready? Like, I've never told anybody this.
What?
Get off your butt and work.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just kidding. Not kidding.
No.
Seriously, get off your rear. My team, this is why, if my team comes to me and says, Jill, I'm stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's my first question out of my mouth. Are you not willing to grow? Huh? What are you talking about? No, Jill, I'm stuck. I'm at 65 points. I'm stuck. Are you not willing to grow? I make them answer that question. I don't know what you're trying to talk about here. And they get offended. Are you not willing to grow? Answer that. Well, yeah, I'm willing to grow. Well, yeah, I'm willing to move. Yeah. Okay. Then you're not freaking stuck. Your tongue speaks life or death, friend. Okay. Let's speak some life into there. Stop saying you're stuck. Are you willing to grow? Yes, I'm willing to grow. Okay, what can we do to grow? So number one, guys, there is no magic secret. You got to work. And you got to work so bad that it hurts. And you're tired. And you can't barely drag on anymore. And you think, how could I possibly do this? You can't. You cannot do this alone. Nobody in their right mind can go diamond. They can't. Guys, you, again, I'm going to talk back to it. You're a child of the Most High God. If you got to pray over this, honey. This is a miracle business. Ain't nobody can get 4,500 points on their own by just looking and kicking the pebbles and the rocks at the ground. No, friend. You got to work. And you have got to be working in a way that is, guys, mountain moving work. And that's a lot of flipping work. It takes a lot to move a mountain. You cannot do this alone. You've got a tribe of people who are looking to you, who are leading to you. How dare you, cut them short? How dare you not be the example that you need to be for them? How dare you not do what you've told them to do? I hate a hypocrite. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And, I'm not dissing or down talking or whatever, but there's a lot of people out there who, woo, and they become Plexus famous and this and that. I'm like, girlfriend, you even go in silver? I don't even think you got your Garmin watch. You weren't on the list. I don't know. I creeped that list. What you doing? So, over here, they shouted out who the people were, got the planner or this or that. What are you doing? Come on. You are a leader. You've got to do this. You've got to. This is non-negotiable. If you want any part of this business, non-negotiables are for you is working. And what does working mean? Because this is where people are like, what does that mean? I don't know. Stop watching The Bachelor of Who's Going to Get the Final Rose live, number one, and get your butt into your chair with your computer and figure out what you need to do. I'm a teacher, so I relate a lot to the teacher world. Well, I was a teacher. So I like to function off of lesson plans. Everybody needs a lesson plan for their life. Make a business lesson plan. It don't have to be fancy, and you don't even need glitter gel pens or pretty paper to do this. Sister, get you a Post-it, get you a pencil. There's something called a pencil that we don't use anymore in this world. A pencil is good. A pen is good. Get off of the technology devices. There's something about writing that goes to your brain that feels real dang good. You know how you make a grocery list and you're like, hey, I got it, check. But if you didn't make the grocery list, you missed half the stuff. You feel good. I'm going to tell you, you're going to feel good when you make a little list. Make a list. Sit down. What you're going to do today. I'm going to contact 5 new people. Write your 5 names down. Good girl. Make a post. What's your post going to be about? Good girl. What you going to do to train yourself? Train yourself because you need to grow. Okay. What you going to do to train your team? Okay. That lesson plan will take you 5 minutes to make. Now what you're going to do is attack the lesson plan. Don't get up until you've got check, 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 check. And you can establish and make all those things happen in an hour. I know you can. I know you can. Okay. And I'll tell you, I didn't get to where I'm at today by working just an hour a day. I didn't. I sacrificed a lot of sleep. I sacrificed a lot of shopping, a lot of family, this and that. But I knew temporary sacrifice for long-term freedom. And today I can sleep in a little bit later. I can go to Target a little bit different. I can watch Grey's Anatomy in the middle of the day. I'm not teaching, but I'm able to pick my business hours now. I can work from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and I can work from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., whatever I choose to do. But the secret of this, there is no secret. It's passion. It's drive. It's consistency. It's stop comparing. You got to get in your own lane, sister. People want to look at her lane, and they want to look at her lane, and they're wondering how they can stumble her and how they can catch up with her. Put your plexus blinders on. Get in ready position, just like a volleyball player or track star or football player. You get in your plexus ready position, and what that looks like is blinders on, head down, activity, work. Do something and stop hiding behind the computer screen. Honey, call that girl because you're going to get a lot more conversation booming when you pick up the phone and you talk to somebody, meet to somebody, compliment somebody, do something for somebody. They're going to do something for you. You've got to step out. You've got to be passionate. You've got to have drive, and you just got to work. Honey, if you work and stick around long enough, you're going to be diamond because I've worked and I've stuck around. And y'all watch. You about to see Joe Renfro go diamond. So quote me on that one.
We are. I love how you just said like short-term sacrifice for long-term freedom. Like so true. So true.
It's like for me, a teacher, max teacher pay in the state of Texas, I would tap out at 25 years. The district where I work was $55,000. Max, guys, that's 25 years. That's a lot of damn years. It is 25. Okay, 25 years for $55,000. So if it took me, that's what Ruby, senior Ruby-ish, or senior Ruby. If that took me 5 years to get to senior Ruby to max my teacher salary in 25 years, 5 years to 25, that's a no-brainer. What are we doing here? It doesn't matter. So many of us put this time cap on there. Guys, if I went off my time cap that my pretty little planner said with my pink little pen, and when I was supposed to be diamond or double diamond or whatever, I'd have quit a long time ago if I went off my time cap. Okay? Okay, we all would have quit. Take the time cap off and just do the activity. You'll get there when you're supposed to get there. God's got you right where you need to be. He's telling you, girlfriend, right now you're gold because I don't think you're ready for senior gold. You're not ready for a team of 50. You've got to grow. You're saying, oh, if I could just get to Emerald. Honey, you ain't ready for a team of 500. Are you ready for your inbox to blow up all day long, every day, all day long? Probably not. It's time to grow. Let's manage 5 people first before you get to 500, okay? Let's get that down. And then truck along and thank him along the way. You know what, Jesus? I thank you that I'm at silver because I'm not ready to be emerald. I got some growing I need to do. Okie dokie, I'm ready. And I know for a fact I've been sapphire for 9 months or 10 months because I haven't been ready to go to diamond. He's saying, you're not ready, girlfriend. I got to get you shielded up, elbow pads, knee pads on. I've got to get you tougher before you're going to go there. So I'm praising him for where I'm at because it's where I'm supposed to be.
Well, that kind of leads into my next question about like the importance of being intentional. Like how important is, what we all do, being intentional, like is one of the most important
Absolutely.
parts of this. And I see that, I know that you preach this to your team. So tell us what some of the activities that you do that you consider like super intentional, like this, like from building relationships, talking to people, like.
Absolutely. Well, first off, I know for a fact that nobody's just buying Plexus from you. They're buying you. They are not going to buy something from somebody who is conniving, who is fake, who is a rock, who is a wet dish towel, who has no personality or life to them. They're not. I'm not going to put $100 to something to somebody who does not spark my interest or somebody who does not look like a real person. I'm not going to do that. So people buy you. They do. And I know that for a fact because I've had people come to me and say, my sister-in-law is a Plexus ambassador. And I'm like, whoa, we'll go with your sister-in-law. They're like, no. I want to go with you. I'm like, are you sure? I'm not trying to start no family drama here. And they're like, no, I want to go with you. You catch my attention. You catch my eye. Like, that's it. So being intentional of being you. I'm not telling you to be fake. If you are somebody who tends to be like a dish rag, and that's okay, it's time to grow. And how can we grow? Let's put ourselves out in other scenarios. Let's step out into fear. Let's read some self-help and personal growth books. Let's try to talk to strangers. Let's try to smile a little bit more. Let's not be negative Nancy. Let's focus on positive Polly. So let's do those things. So you've got to grow to do that. So I'm not telling you to be fake. I'm legit telling you to grow to get there because people are going to buy you. So be intentional in your growth that people see a difference in you. I can't tell you how many people have reached out to me and say, girl, you're just a light. You're a light for life. Like I've seen a mega turnaround in you since Plexus from, your personal friendships to your spiritual walk with God, to your family, to, I don't know, just something about you. Well, good. I want there to be something about me that is a light to people and attracts them. So be intentional about being you. Be intentional about growing to be a better you, to be more. Being more is like my ultimate goal every single day. Today, I'm trying to be more than I was yesterday because some parts yesterday I sucked it up and I'm just trying to be more today. Tomorrow, my next goal is to focus on how can I slap Thursday in the face and say, hallelujah, welcome Friday. I'm trying to be more than I was yesterday. That's okay. Be more. We got a front windshield to our car and we got a back windshield. The front one's a lot bigger than the back one. Why? You're supposed to look forward than you are more backwards. Like, come on now. We got to look forward more. So intentional in you and your growth, huge, 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 huge. Intentional in actually building relationships. I just can't stand a robot. Nobody wants a robot. Nobody wants to trust a robot. Nobody wants to be friends with a robot. So don't be one. Don't be money hungry. Because people have tried to cross recruit me to other companies. Like, girl, you're doing so good in Plexus. You'd be fabulous over here. No, I wouldn't, because I'm not passionate about lipstick. Like, I don't know. I'm not good at that. I'm not fabulous about nail stickers. I get my nails done every single day. Like, that. So it's being intentional about your passion is what's huge. Are you passionate about Plexus? And when I say passionate, guys, I'm not just talking about the products. I'm talking about that unshakable belief in our company, that you are not down talking our company. You are not down talking our leaders. You are not poking and prodding at what that diamond did or did not do or what she did. Guys, you don't know what went on with her that day. Her kid could have just, I don't even know. And the one time you crossed paths with her, she wasn't as friendly as she was on Facebook or YouTube. It happens, okay? So we are so just attacking. Be intentional just about being more and being a better you. Don't be a robot. Don't be somebody that represents a company that's a negative Nancy. Nobody wants to go with that. Be that unshakable belief in Plexus, in our entire unit of Plexus. I'm talking one Plexus here, 450,000 ambassadors. Somebody reaches out to you on another team, get back to them. Just because they're not, with you, they need help. I don't have an upline in this business. Not at all. I've got a check collector. I've had to reach out to people and thank God they've responded to me, because if not, who knows where I'd be today? I don't know. I was the blind leading the blind, y'all. You got to get it together. So be intentional about unshakable belief in plexus is another one, and our products, and our business, and our compensation plan. Don't even go research somebody else's compensation plan. Don't waste 30 minutes of your time to wonder out how she got her car stipend after she only sold 20 tubes of lipstick. Don't do that. It's a waste of your time. Focus on your compensation plan. How are you going to get your Lexus? Go count your numbers down. How are you going to get your sand in the toes and your butt in that chair? What are your toes in your, whatever it is, sand in your toes? Yeah. Go do that. Focus on that. Be intentional in your belief. Guys, I have watched every Diamond Doc probably 15 times, and I still cry. I get out my Skinny Pop, and I get my wine out, and I'm like at the movie theaters watching these Diamond Docs, and I am over here. I have already imagined the outfits I'm going to wear and who's going to talk, and I've done that since I was silver. And I've told my husband, what are you going to say in mine? He's like, you really going to have one day? Yes, I'm going to have one. What are you going to say? And he's like, I can't tell you. It's a secret. I'm like, you need to start prepping. Like, I was saying that at Gold, guys, because I know I have that much belief in this company of where it's going to go. Have so much belief, guys, and be intentional about where you're going to go. And I mean like big time, not that like, I'll get gold. Oh, it'd be really cool if I got ruby. No, I told you earlier, tongue is life or death. Speak it into existence. I have a journal right here, and I keep it with me like at all times near my desk. This journal is full of spoken into existence and prayers of what God is going to do in my life and in my business. Those are circled prayers that is going to happen, and it's circled in there of what's going on. And I have seen so many things come forth in my life because I have spoken into existence. I have circled it, and I have claimed the dang thing. I have claimed it. I said, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So be intentional about your mind. And your voice. So many people get a trash can brain and live like Oscar the Grouch, and they're just in this trash can, and they're saying, woe is me, and woe is her, and I'm not her. Good. Don't be her. Be you. So be intentional in your work. You should have work every single day. I don't care that tomorrow's Good Friday. Work for 30 minutes. I don't care that it's Saturday morning. Wake up before your children and work. I don't care that your husband's one day off work. You say, well, I'll be available, babe, at 10:30. I need to work from 9:30 to 10:30 this morning. Your team needs to see your pretty face. They need to hear your annoying Charlie Brown teacher voice. They do. They need to know that you're there. Be intentional. Show up. If your butt is not in a convention chair this year, you're not serious. Like, you might as well log off the call. I don't know what you're doing. I charged my first convention. I shared a room with 3 girls. We ate Subway footlongs and shared the dang sandwiches because we were that broke to not go. I went. I came home. My business skyrocketed from convention because I left so inspired. Opportunity meetings, the tour one. Be intentional. Get your butt there. There's no reason for you to not go. You know how I could easily be like, well, I'm Sapphire. I don't need to go to the one in Houston, Texas. I know what to do. I'm not teaching it. They didn't ask me. My butt's going to be there first chair. I'm going to wave at somebody and hope they ask me next year to be there. Hey, I'm going. Y'all see me? Okay? Get there. Be intentional. Meet new people. Bring new people. Be intentional about anything that you do. Your IPAs, your posting. You see so many people who get to a spot who are comfortable in their paycheck and they stop posting about Plexus. Post. It's a non-negotiable. This is your business, guys. This is what's going to get you from point stuck to point rock star. So get out of the trash can brain of Oscar the Grouch, and it's time to start being Elmo over here, guys. He bebops and he poops rainbows and gummy bears. It's time to tickle the tummy and talk that way. You've got to change the trash can brain. You've got to be intentional about everything you do. Nothing in this business, I will tell you, is by accident. I am not a Sapphire by accident. I was not a Nordstrom Street spree shopping winner by accident. Today, I'm not in the top 10 teams for convention credits by an accident. I have not gotten to Gala by accident. I have not gotten a Lexus by accident. It's not by accident. It's by hard work. It's by unshakable belief. It is by passion. It is by consistent work. It's showing up every single day, not just for myself, for my team. Your team needs to see you show up. And I don't care if you say, I'm silver and I have 2 girls. make them see you and how serious you are and be intentional in what you do. Your belief in everything should be so cheesy to where people think that you've just gone bat poop crazy. That is how cheesy you should be. You should be the elephant in the room. When you walk in, people should be like, oh my God. Yes, that should be you. And you just keep smiling and you keep being intentional and you keep praising and you keep talking. Don't remove the elephant because you don't have an elephant. They put the elephant there. Everything that you do is intentional. Stop being a robot, stop hiding behind the computer screen, and start being more.
I love your energy. I just love it. Love it.
Sometimes I'm too much for people. They're like, whoa. It's funny on calls. They're either like, I love her. Or they're like, you don't have to ask that girl back. I feel like I got yelled at and taken to church. I'm like, that's my language. Single Southern mama I was raised by. Like, she's like, honey, I'll whoop you in a heartbeat. Get it together.
No, we love you.
I'm just glad I don't have to be the one yelling this week.
Yay! I know, right? Blues and reds, we talk way too loud and way too fast and we're too like on it. But you know what? God made me this way. Somebody needed to hear something tonight, so I'm going to go with that.
Good. Yes, you're exactly right. Okay, last question. Talk to us about how you grow your team, how you sign ambassadors, versus customers.
Okay. I am somebody too that I believe in PV. I do, because PV is how I started in this company. I was a rare breed. I know that. I had about 6,000 PV for a little while in the beginning, but I was not even a silver ambassador, but had 6,000 PV because I didn't know how to sign an ambassador. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, again, blind leading the blind over here, guys. I didn't know what to do. I knew that was an option for people. And so I fully believe in PV. That gets fast income. I do. Today, I still have high PV. Nowhere near 6,000. I probably have about $1,200 to $1,500 in PV. So I'm very in love with my preferred customers who've been with me and don't want to flip to become an ambassador, or people who want to become a customer. I'm very in love with them. I am not out there to just make everybody an ambassador. Boom, 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 boom. No. But what I did find when I finally started working this business in a way to grow my team, I went from barely being silver to that month after that signing 26 level ones. And then my goal every month has always been to go double silver. My goal personally is 6 level ones myself. And right now I'm building my husband's team. So they're my level 2s, but his level's 1s, and that's just my goal of where I'm at. And I have between my husband and myself about 185-ish level 1s between both of us. So I do offer the wholesale route. And the way that I do that is I offer that first. I always offer that first. I lead with wholesale. I don't lead with business, like, oh, you got to work this as a business. No. I lead with everything that I do is through, first off, voice text or get the person on the phone. I do not type. You're going to type a novel for them and you're going to lose them and you're going to carry on that conversation for 4 flipping weeks. Girlfriend, get their number. You can have a conversation in 35 minutes. Boom, done, signed, sealed, tax title license out the door. You can get them signed up on the phone because they want to believe, they see your voice or they hear your voice and they believe in that. So my ultimate goal is to get their number after we're talking and everything like that. And I say, hey girl, we can talk back and forth all day long through Messenger, but it's just so much easier if I can get you on the phone. It'll make so much more sense. Girlfriend, what's your number? I'm going to give you a call. What's a great time for you tonight? I just throw it out there. What's the time for you? I don't ask, is it okay that I call you? So I make them think that this is how you have to do it. You've got to kind of get on the phone to sign up, or I've got to give her information or something like that to do it. So, and if they cannot because of work or kids, or they just are hell and high water not getting on the phone with me, then they're going to get all of my voice texts. I'm not typing to them. And I let them know flat out, girl, okay, when I got and started with Plexus, you know me, broke teacher, husband off in the oil field. I said I shopped with the coupon. Everything was, girl, you know me. I'm on a budget. I go to the clearance rack in the back. It is like shopping at Sam's or Costco when you become a wholesale ambassador. You know how you can shop there for, you pay your little fee, you get there for the whole year? Plexus is the exact same way. Shop with us for an entire year, wholesale prices, cheapest way possible. I recommend everybody to sign up that way because it's cheap and I needed cheap. So that was the best bang for my buck. I lead with that. And I tell them, you can either you can share with people and you can turn around and make crazy income like I have, girl. You've seen me and what I've done. Or B, you can shut up and never tell a soul and you can sit there and buy your own products and I'll never bug you. You let me know what works best for you, girlfriend. 9 times out of 10, I get, okay, yeah, that sounds great. and they go wholesale route. Now, of course, I'm going to ask questions through this process. I'm not just going to boom. I'm going to talk to them about consistency. I'm going to talk to them about their health. I'm going to talk to them about all these things that we need to do to set up an ambassador, or excuse me, set up anybody on Plexus. And if they're hesitant, like very much like, well, I mean, I don't know, I was on this diet last month and this, and there's somebody who just doesn't look like they're going to stick around, and I can't get that 60-day commitment from them. They just are not being like, yes, Jill, totally, I believe, and like I need to be on these products 2 to 3 months to see results. If I can't get that from them, they're going customer for me. I would rather lose PV in my own personal business than see another white line on my overall team. So you've got to ask them questions. You've got to talk to them about consistency. You've got to talk to them about the importance of these products and taking them. And some people are like, girl, my son's getting married in a month. We're headed on a cruise. Like, she ain't gonna be around for a little while. I don't know. Okay. I'm probably going to put her as a preferred customer. And if she is around in 2 months, I am going to flip her over to be an ambassador. And so I offer everybody that wholesale price first. That's the one. And unless there's a hesitation from their voice and they are just like, oh, no, I don't know. Oh my God, ambassador, no girl, I'm a young living rep, or I'm this, and I can't be anything like that. Okay, well, totally cool. Well, then I give them the preferred customer option. I don't mention the word retail. There's no retail in my vocabulary. I don't train people to sign retail, even though I signed as a retail customer, but that's just expensive, and you're not getting commitment out of anybody for that. So I only go wholesale, or I only go preferred, and 9 times out of 10, it's a wholesale route because they're fine with cheaper prices. They're fine with, once we've talked about the consistency of 60 to 90 days of taking these products, because your body needs to go through this. You did not get heavy set 2-ton Tessie in 60 to 90 days, sister girl. Like, you did not get unhealthy in 60 to 90 days. This takes time. And so when they're like, of course, totally, yes, that's when I'm like, they're solid for a wholesale price, because I can pretty much guarantee they're with me for 2 to 3 months. They're going to be around a lot longer because they're going to love these products.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, we have taken up enough of your evening away from your husband, away from your baby dog who's peeing on the floor. But you have given us so much amazing information and such life-changing stories that I just want to thank you on behalf of all of us. Like, you are, like I said, one Plexus all the way. You have a heart of gold, and we are just honored to have you here with us tonight. So thank you.
I was super honored. Thank you for asking me, friend. Super honored.
See you soon.
Girl, your story is just amazing, and your why is just incredible.
Yeah. No, thank you. And just so you know, guys, I am only 28 years old. So if you have young people out there, tell them to hush. They can.
Wait a minute. Wait, what are you trying to say, Jill? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that us leaders? Are you trying to say us leaders are old?
No. There's so many people. I'm in college still, or I don't know how to make my network. And then this is the biggest one I get. I get this a lot. Well, Jill, you don't have kids. We all have kids. You moms are rock stars. I bow down to you. But you have networks, ladies, I can't reach. I can't go to Kinder Music. I can't sit at the park and be a creeper. I can't go to the soccer games. I gotta steal a baby to go do this stuff. I can't do that. You have networks I can't reach. Do you understand? I think there's less than 5 Jules who don't have kids. There's me, Christy Hull. There's an Emerald, Jordan. There's 5 of us. I think there's 5 who don't have kids. Your mamas are meant to be Jules. The people. The women trust the women who are barely surviving. Go get the mamas. Go get them. I can't get them. You go get them.
I think she called us grandmas.
I think I did, but I just said that out of love. I say, these are my words, and it's so bad. I say hussy a lot, and I never mean to call somebody like that. I'm you hussy. Or I'll say golly, you heifer. But that is not out of saying that you're fat. It's not. It's a Southern thing. It's girl, get your heifer self over here. It's not calling you a cow. And it's I say grandmas a lot too. I'm girl, get your grandma panties on and come on. That's just you're moving slow or you're making excuses. So I know. I never mean to offend.
I love it.
That's all right. We love you anyway. Okay. So that's it for tonight. Jill, cannot wait to see you in Vegas, and I cannot wait to see you up on that stage with our diamonds over there. We're going to take pictures together with you guys. So
the way that God's working it, I might be ranking while we're there. I'm if y'all see me just pass out, make sure I got my hair brushed or something like that.
You'll be up there. I know you will. All right, girl. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill.
Bye, friends.
Have a great night, everyone.